What is up? Welcome to a show that we call Glitch TV. This is episode number 1, numero uno, the very beginning of a weekly show all about cord cutting. If you're watching the show, you're most likely a cord cutter, you're an early adopter, you are a trendsetter. And now you've been with us since the very beginning, and for that we thank you. So let's go ahead and do this. I am Patrick Dees, I am one of your hosts. I am joined by one of my favorite people on the internet and IRL, Miss Kate Elliott's with us. Kate, what are we doing? Why are we here? Why are we, what is Glitch TV?
So we are of the generation now where most of our television consumption comes off the internet, not television anymore. I even have friends that don't own a television, and most everyone I know isn't subscribed to cable. It's crazy. But there is so much content that we get to consume from the internet, so much TV, so many movies, that we're going to try and work our way through it on all kinds of platforms, from Netflix to Crackle, tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and start a conversation with you about just that.
Because there's so much of all of it. There's this
much
dearth of content out there. There's plenty good, there's plenty bad, there's plenty ugly. And I think we're going to talk through a couple of series that actually had not been on my radar at all. I didn't know that it even existed. And what I'm incredibly excited about in this space is a space where all of these studios are normally really risk adverse. They create this content, these intellectual properties, they have to appeal to so many people. They can take these risks. So I think this is really the bleeding edge of interesting television. Or insane television, or otherwise. So I think there's something out there for everybody. And so we're going to be here every week, bringing that to you, discussing the things that we love, things that we don't love. We're going to be discussing it with you. And let's jump right in. Let's see what we're going to be kicking around this week.
Let's do it.
This week we're also talking about Chosen, which is a Crackle show that recently was put on our radar. You didn't know anything about it.
I had never heard of it.
At all, me neither. But this week it was picked up for a 4th season, and there's obviously something going on there. There's a bit of a buzz, a lot of excitement, some Heroes alum star in the show. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the trailer, and then you can walk us through what the show's all about.
You got it.
Great. I love you.
No one knows why they're chosen. One day, the box just shows up. And then it starts.
Yes, hi. Hello. I'm at my house, and there's a woman shooting at me with a really, really big gun. You won't be the same after this. I know.
Okay, now how was that for a trailer?
It's so great.
It's so good, right? Much. All right, fair enough. So what walk us through what the show's about.
Okay, so I have the synopsis here. Chosen follows Ian Mitchell. Okay, we're doing that. A husband, father, and
I don't know why you're giving up on that. I was so into that. I was on board. I was good. Any voice you want. What is Chosen?
Who awakens one morning. Okay. Who awakens one morning to discover a mysterious box on his doorstep containing a loaded gun and a photograph of a stranger he must kill within 3 days. Ian quickly learns that if he doesn't kill this man, he may be killed himself, along with his daughter, who is being held hostage. Actually, didn't know about that part. Confused and
gives a lot. So wait, I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what?
So where's this come from? Is this an IMDb?
This is IMDb, yes. I get a lot of my resources.
They are the worst.
From IMDb.
They're terrible. They're already wrecking this. Daughters in captivity? We just met Daughter. I don't know.
So, confused
we went from
and desperate.
Eating birthday cake to in captivity.
Right,
Can we swear?
Oh, yeah.
She's in fucking captivity. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is she was enjoying some birthday cake, and now she's just...
Yeah, she had birthday cake for breakfast. Everyone wants to have birthday cake for breakfast. But anyway, he has to figure out what's going on and then decide which path he's going to walk down, because he suddenly has a choice. And anyone who has ever had a paranoid moment in your life, for any reason, this hits on that nerve. Despite how cliched and stereotypical and well done this storyline is, if you have gone through something where you feel like you're being watched for any reason, this will make you just shudder. Imagine
Did you think
if this was you.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. It didn't hit that nerve for me, but it was
Well, you're a very well-balanced person.
I'm far from well-balanced. I'm sorry. We're just talking about coordination a little bit. I'm sorry. Neither one of us were still growing into our bodies. No, I don't know. The show it hit a nerve. It didn't hit a paranoia nerve, but it did was like, it's a cold open. I think what my favorite thing about the show was it's so fast-paced. It opens up and all of a sudden he's got a box and he's being shot at and like, holy sweet 8-pound 6-ounce baby Jesus, what is going on with the box and the gun and the whole nine? And I think I looked up and it was a whopping 22 minutes.
It went by like that. It felt like
done.
5 minutes. It was incredible.
And Crackle being a free show, you even a free service, you even get some commercials in there, and it still flew by.
Yep.
I looked up and I was done. It was impossibly well paced, but just what a clip.
When it finished, I actually felt like, oh, that was very cliche and stereotypical, but I want to know what happens next. I really do.
Let me ask you that though. What about this scenario is like a cliche? The idea of like having a box just show up at a door?
Yeah, having something delivered where you've got to go off and you've got to kill people is so done. So many movies and TV shows have done this. And even in the way this has been done, there was a movie called The Box, where a box appears at the front door and so on and so forth.
So please follow Miss Kate Elliott on Twitter for adventures where random shit showing up at your door is stereotypical. Like, this is the life that this woman leads. This is not this is out of the blue for me. This is terrifying. And I'm like, what is going on? This weird, like, clockworky, like, I don't know. Like the whole thing was deeply unnerving, and
it was unsettling for sure. Just imagine that this was you. You live at home. That's when the weirdest stuff happens. By the way, I lived alone for like a year, and weird stuff happens when you live alone. I don't know what's going on, but imagine if this happened to you and a gun showed up at your doorstep with a picture with an expiration date on it. What would you do? Would you go and kill the stranger to protect your family? Would you top yourself? There's a lady we meet later in the episode. She's been doing this for a while. She's killed several people, and she's like, I can't do this anymore, and there's no way out. So, game over.
But again, it goes from nothing. It goes from daughter eating birthday cake to woman backing off of a building in like 6 minutes. This is incredible.
It's so fast.
So yeah, I was super on board, and like from the get go. I don't know. Obviously, it's been picked up for a 4th season, so there's to your point earlier on, there's something there. Like, people are enjoying this, and I think probably it's safe to continue to invest in it. I feel like this is such a short fuse. They packed so much into that 22 minutes that I have no idea where this goes.
I'm ready. I want to find out.
So I want to take a step back. The show you referenced, the box that showed up earlier, was that the one where you had to, like, the box would show up?
The box with the button in it.
And if you killed someone, it would go to a
If you push the button, you win $1 million, but someone somewhere in the world who you've never met and will never meet will die.
Right.
And you have the decision to kill a stranger, get $1 million, or not do it and save someone's life. And it just it's a great movie, but it's
an old Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, really?
Yes, so they finally, this couple debates about this box for forever. It's old couple debates about should they put the button, should they not? Mm-hmm. And the guy leaned into it, like somebody that you don't even know will die. Yeah. They take the box and then they hand it to somebody else.
That seems to be such a deciding factor. Like, this guy who gets a gun, he's told to kill this guy who he's never met, he has no idea who he is. But it's like, does he make that decision? Does he push the button? Does he pull the trigger? What's he going to do? Who's he going to trust? Who, like, the first, okay. I just got way too excited. So the box shows up, and then he calls the police because he gets shot at, and then the police come, and this guy is so shifty. You're like, is he in on this? Is this some kind of recruitment program? What is this?
You mean the detective?
Yeah, he was so in on it.
Total creepo. No, yeah, from the get-go. Oh, yeah, it was bizarre the way he's handling the gun. He's like, oh, are you scared? Just flipping it around.
And then
leaves the box with him.
Yeah, just leaves the gun with him.
And he runs out like, hey, don't you need this for evidence? Like, I don't know.
No, I'm gonna leave with you because we're all in on this and we're recruiting you for some top secret mission or something. I don't know. It's scary. It's creepy. Just imagine it happening to you, and it gets so much.
So it was interesting to see Peter on Heroes in a different role, but he wasn't all that different. Like, I don't know. So really? Yeah, I know. It was like, I am waiting for him to do that. It was like, I hate to be that guy who sees an actor in a different role and you just want that one trick pony, like that. Hey, do that thing that you did in that other show.
Typecasting.
Yeah, totally. But I felt like, I don't know. I kept waiting for some Heroes type stuff. So did you like? So overall, you liked it. Was there anything that you would be critical of? Anything you were excited about coming into kind of the next episode?
I've said it a whole bunch of times. It's so cliche. It's so done. But it's still a storyline I really enjoy, so I'm excited to see the next episode, to see where it goes from here. I feel like it's one of those shows you need to watch at least 3 episodes of to get a full grasp on it, because so many shows these days are an hour long. This is 22 minutes. That's nothing to us. So we need to watch multiple episodes and really see where it's going to go from here. But I'm excited to see what happens next because it gripped me. It got me nervous. It really did.
No, totally. And I think that's one of the things that I think this show can do is to help surface those shows that are out there that are incredible quality that people just don't know about. I mean, there is obviously it was picked up for a 4th season. There is some buzz around this.
There's something going on there that we missed out on.
But I would assert that like if you asked a lot of people, they just wouldn't know. And like I think that's part of what we get to do. I think the fun part of the show will be is to discover these gems, either way, good or bad. I think there'll be some train wrecks, but this certainly isn't that, right? Like this is a show that like I know I haven't shut up about it since I saw it, so I'm excited to see where it goes.
I am too, and we want to know what you think. Whether you think this is, I mean, it's obviously a big deal. It's been picked up for season 4, but do you think it's a big deal? Is this something you want to follow up? Is this something that would creep you out if it happened to you? What would you do in this situation?
Would you shoot the random? Is the question.
Would you do it?
Where are you leaning on that right now? Like gun to your head. Are you shooting the random? Somebody you don't even know.
That's really tough. I mean, okay, so if my child was
terrifying.
threatened,
This is saying so much about her.
I know,
right
I can't
now.
go into it because I don't have a child. I don't know what that would be like. But if someone had my dog and they were like, you need to kill someone, we're going to kill your dog, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I need to do this like right now.
You're just going to ace some stranger. You're a goddamn monster.
Oh,
it's just a dog. I know you love your dog. I know you love your dog, but it's still a human being. That's somebody's mother or brother or like son.
Yeah, but what if he's a terrible person? What if he parks? One of these guys
that parks
whatever
you need to sleep at night, Kate. Whatever you tell yourself, whatever you need to sleep at night.
This guy steals yogurts from the office
Whatever you need to sleep at night. I say that, and I'm like, I don't. Yeah, that is different. Like I get it. There's some leverage, sure, but like that's just insane. That's no, and not just you. I will be very judgmental over the course of this series, over the season of you. No, but like I don't know what I would do. It's crazy. Like if it had a family member, and I think a lot of people do that, right? That's that age-old dilemma. Like if somebody you know would die, or like you had to eliminate everybody on the block that you didn't know. Like most people in a heartbeat would make that.
It's crazy.
Make that decision.
There's a lot that goes on between here and here that really can't be accounted for.
That's true.
So.
It's interesting to see, too, the network of other people that are playing the game. Like, what did the woman who backed off the building said something along the lines of, like...
How long was she involved? Who was taken from her? What was she forced to do?
I think that's what's terrifying about it, because he's got the one picture, and she said 6 people,
Several people. 6? There was a number?
Yeah, I think she threw a number to it. I could be wrong. But
I mean, if you're killing people, you're going to remember every single one.
I would imagine so, but, like, when does it end?
And if you feel like you're going to get to that point where you're going to want to kill yourself in the end because you can't deal with it anymore, do you even start? Do you even kill the first person, or you just end it right away? Or do you want to know what happens? It's all a matter of curiosity and logic, trying to have a battle and figure out what you would do in this situation.
But super high concept that I actually, like, again, one of those things that just wasn't on my radar at all.
And now I'm hooked.
Yeah, totally.
I really am.
And to your point, I think you said something along the lines of, like, this is a show you're going to try and ingest, like, between things, like, on your lunch break, on, like, while you're waiting for an airplane or whatever. This is going to be my between the things show.
Yeah, that's a bonus of it. It's so short, it's easy to get to.
So, well, good. I'm excited to see where this goes.
I'm thrilled.
Fair enough.
I can't wait.
So let us know what you do. If Box shows up at your door, do you ace some random stranger? And just like that, we are done with episode 1 of Glitch TV. And man, did that go by fast!
I don't want it to be over.
I know. I was just starting to get attached. I felt like we were just. So I'm interested. How did this feel for you?
I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I can't wait to be given more homework with more shows to watch, because I'm being exposed to some pretty cool content.
There's nothing better than getting an email about, hey, here's the 7 shows you need to watch every week.
Deal.
Fair enough. No, but that's why we're doing it, so you don't have to.
Then you want to.
And then you will, right? Yeah.
It's like hearing it from your best friend. We're telling you as your best friend, this is good, this is bad. You know, there's a piece of fluff there. You know, the way it is.
So join us, exactly. So join us for the shows that we're enjoying. Join us for the shows that we're not. Misery Loves Company. We'll all talk about it together.
And there are multiple ways you can get in contact with us. We have a Glitch In on Facebook and Twitter. Please follow and subscribe. It's very important to us. If you subscribe here, you're always going to get a notification when a new episode is posted, which is always a good idea, so hit that little button. And if you would like to go to the website, it is aglitchin.com. Very simple, very easy.
No, and I know it's incredibly cliche, but we want to hear from you. I think this.
We really do.
The show is like, I think the cord cutting community is like our generation. I said it at the beginning. I said it at the top, right? Like we're bleeding edge in technology. We're trendsetters and whatnot. And I think there'd be a lot of. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys want to see. If there are other shows that we're missing, like what are you doing? This is the show that's out there, that's on Crackle, that's on one of these other shows that we don't know about. Please let us know. We want to talk about it. I think it's a dynamic show, and we're going to be based around a lot of that feedback. So
We're excited to hear from you. Genuinely, we want to know what you think.
And we're coming back every week.
Yeah, we will be.
So we'll talk to you next week.
We'll see you then.
Every week, and this week we've chosen something special. Hey guys, it's Patrick from the future and Kate from the future. Whoa! We're arriving literally from 1 week in the future, and past us as we're about to tell you to watch a movie that we don't want you to watch. So what is the movie we're actually going to watch?
We are going to watch.
We're not watching it.
I love this movie.
Do you?
I love this movie.
Okay. So your enthusiasm is contagious. So the past me that you guys just saw had never seen Hancock. Future me, this me,